All right, guys, we have it. So I feel like I'm calling it. Today is a new cycle. I can feel it in the air. I can feel it in the people around me, the relationships, the way they're forming and developing and shifting over time and undulating. Someone should like fact check if that's the right word, like ebb and flow. So I did it. Like I pushed through the bullshit. Even though I was kind of like feeling lazy today, and I went and I passed out my business cards. I was wearing this and I was wearing these orange pants. And I'm like, I feel real expressive. Like it just feels like I'm just living. I can just wake up, put my clothes on, go get what I need. Like if I was a hunter-gatherer, I just walk outside and like slay a boar, kill that shit, roast it, eat it, same thing. Or chop some trees down, get some resources. Just however I need to go get it, I just go get it. Get what I need. So I have, usually I have about 100 business cards. So this is how many I gave out. And damn, I would have gave out more, but it started raining. So I had to not stay in the rain and get sick. Even though, I should be like, oh yeah, just get an umbrella and yeah, don't burn out. Like that, I mean, that sentiment or that, perspective is cool, but I need to build up to that. Like when I start like hitting like 100 doors a day, like just racking through them, like 100 doors a day, try to get up to like 10,000 doors every 90 days. Then something like that makes a little bit more sense where I'm like, yeah, just push through. We're doing this 90-day push, hitting 100 doors a day or 112 doors a day every single day for the next 90 days. Push through, push through, push through. Then they make sense for me to oh, whatever. I don't need to overburden myself, especially when I haven't seen any results from this yet. Until I do. So that's how I feel. Other people might judge it as being, you should just get an umbrella and push through it. Well, you're not me. I know what I need. You're not here with me doing this. So it is what it is. That's the one thing. You have to know what you need for yourself. And you have to know what it is that others are giving to you. Like, what does my family do for me? What do my friends do for me? Are they people who have the same values, same principles, same character, who I can see like, okay, in the future, like we could be having this same conversation? Or is it someone who's like, judging me, or are they rude? Like I was on the phone with my friend and he was listening in to me door knocking and he's like, this person was rude to you. What are you doing working in the neighborhood? Is what he was saying. Well, this is my territory. I'm working in the neighborhood. What do you mean you're working in the neighborhood? Well, I'm a real estate agent. Have you thought about buying or selling this home? Have you thought about selling this home or buying a new home? That's not very specific. You should present yourself better. But no low character. And so my friend was like, he's rude. Me on the other hand, I was thinking he's curious. But that needs to be augmented to reality. So I'm like actually having a real perspective on, hey, yeah, like this person is rude. And spend less time around them. And think less about them, because those type of people are easy for me, particularly for them to slip in, people who are, detriments to my life. So as a new cycle begins, 90-day cycle, I've recently ended a relationship, and that means there's room for new relationships to enter, or for the same relationships to be deepened. And to be deepened. And however they happen to change, you got to stay steady, stay solid on what I'm needed for my life. Like this business card thing. Like I thought I was gonna do it this morning. I made a video about that. I took a nap and crap. And so I did it. I mean, it rained, so I didn't finish, but I started, and I'll finish tomorrow and just push through the next week. So it's just good to like know that like the next 90 days, the people in my life are just gonna continue to be there. Even if it doesn't seem like that, it always seems the darkest before it's brightest. And that's what's been happening. And that's what's been happening for the past forever, probably. I've never paid attention to it, but probably forever. So I don't even know if this is like my 90th video, but maybe it is, or maybe it's like 75 or something like that. But that'll start to make more sense. Like the momentum that I'm building, the pressures that I allow onto myself. Like right now, I'm not trying to put more pressure on myself than I need to. Just focusing on money management, emotional temperament, just manage myself, manage oneself. Peter Drucker. Look him up. And then manage an organization. Yeah. But first I have to start with myself. Lead from the front. There are other ways to do leadership, and you don't have to always lead from the front. You can be a hidden leader, or lead from the back, or lead from within. But for me to be established in my life, I have to lead from the front in my life, which in this field that I'm in, real estate sales, means I'm the one doing the door knocking. I'm the one doing the door knocking. And then the leads that come out of that, wherever they get channeled or however I organize them, that's what comes next. But step number one, do the door knocking. And what's even better is I feel more expressive in myself because I did the door knocking in my tiger pants. Like if you was to meet me on the street, this is what I'd be wearing. I'd be like, yeah, like I'm about to go sell a house. Let's talk about some investments. Oh, and I was looking into that property management. Like I'm gonna own a 100-unit apartment complex. I'm gonna manage properties. This is what I wear. Like these are just clothes. They're not who I am. Like that's the point of owning a business. This is my business. This is my uniform. These are the company colors. You know, it's just, that's what it is. And for people to tell you that you can't do it, that's just one voice out of the thousands, literally thousands you will encounter. That you have encountered. Like, I mean, for a business like this to be successful, I probably expect to have to, and when I say successful, I mean just for the year, right? To give out 10,000 business cards, 10,000 homes. So if, 100 people are like, oh, blah, blah, blah. Like, I wasn't going to do business with them anyways. Like, they're just that 1% who just has to be negative. Like, there's always that 1% in a population that's just mad at the world. That's just normal. Everything else is, what am I doing for myself? What do I need? How am I getting the help I need? And how am I maintaining the resources once I've acquired them? The relationships once I've established them? I think it was my cousin was like, you start a relationship or a conversation, you guide it, and then you end it. I'm in the guiding portion of things. The ends come when they need to come. Whether it's a permanent ending or just a parting of ways, and no bad blood. So I felt even better that I went out in the rain. Cool, it was overcast. Went out in the rain and still passed out my business cards. Did it. Didn't feel anything about it. No one said any, well, okay, maybe one person said something about my pants. But out of like 50, 60 homes, didn't nobody say anything. One guy was rude. Or no, he wasn't rude. He was just like controlling, I guess. But yeah, there's probably like that 1% of people who are controlling. Like, whatever. Like, I'm free and I'm extra free because I just go to your islet. I'm showing up at your house and this is my business. Here's my business card. Call me. Put it on your fridge. Pass it on. You're not going to buy. You're not going to sell. Yes, you will. You will know my name. Cameron Wilson. So that's cool. I'm about to like work on my stocks now. Like, it's pretty normal. Just do the sales, then work about like the wealth building. Do some more sales, wealth building. Like, that's like, I can rock that boat back and forth for the rest of my life. You know what I mean? Like, do some sales, some wealth building. And I include systems into the wealth building category because it's a system that's gonna make the sales more efficient. Not easier, more efficient. So I'm getting up there. I'm definitely getting up there. I didn't do 250 this week. I did like 200. Yeah, like 200. Something like that. But when I was weakest, I pushed through. And I'll make it up tomorrow. Finish out that neighborhood. Then go up to the $400,000 range. Like, that neighborhood was like 350, 300. I only really did it because the other neighborhood only had 150 homes. So I needed this neighborhood to have at least 100 homes, which it probably has like exactly 100 homes or something. Then I'll go up to the $400,000 neighborhoods and do the same thing, same process. And then circle back to the 200s, the 300s, the 400s, the 500. Those homes don't actually sell too often. And I should really check the stats on that, on how they sell, because I can easily. But yeah, the 2s, the 3s, the 4s, stay in those brackets until I start taking off of my social circle group and getting leads through there. So, see you guys.